Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso, and I wanted to show you guys our first raw feeding. No, with Tennessee. We're gonna give her a whole piece, but I highly doubt she's gonna eat it. So here we go. Let's do this. Midnight. Blondie. And see if we got a little one in here. That's kind of small. This is, there we go, that's better. Here we go. Alright, and we'll give a piece to Tennessee. Here, Tennessee. Tennessee. There's a good girl. Alright. So I like to give my dogs raw and kibble. That way we're just covering all the bases. Usually I do it at separate times. So I'll usually do like raw in the morning and kibble at night, or vice versa, depending upon what's going on. I do like these, the whole leg quarter, because it has some organ meat in it. Not much, but it does have some. Not exactly sure what it is, but it's this stuff in here. This is all, I forget, I researched it one time and I can't remember what it is anymore. But, so we do this, we do the chicken quarters, and then we also do organ meat. So we'll do hearts, chicken hearts, and chicken livers. We do beef liver. Beef cheek is not a organ, but it is something I like to give them. And anyway, and they're fine with it. Even a puppy as young as Tennessee will be fine with it. And the thing is if you can afford raw, I'll tell you what, man, it is the best way to feed. We used to do just straight raw, and it is kind of tricky. You want to make sure that you get everything, you know what I mean? You can't just do one food source. Like, for instance, chicken usually is low in vitamin D because they don't get much sunlight. So I read about that, and this one lady was saying turkey doesn't have that. Turkey's unaffected, so turkey's good for that. But basically, you just want to make sure that you're, getting enough organ meats, and that you've got the right balance down. And there's plenty of recipes, there's meal plans, stuff like that. So if you want to do raw, you can. It's honestly, it's on par, the same price with really expensive dog food. So if you're feeding Origin, you can feed raw. Honestly, if you have one dog, you could even feed them for less than that. So the cool thing about raw is that it has moisture in it, so you don't get, like with a puppy like Tennessee size here. Whenever you feed them, let me give her another piece. Whenever you feed them kibble, they end up, the kibble draws out all the moisture out of their body, and so they end up overcompensating by drinking a lot. So they drink a whole bunch of water to compensate for that. And then they pee everywhere. So that's one of the reasons why people know that I soak my kibble, is for the same reason, so that I don't dehydrate them. But the raw is really good for that. So, and then of course the cleanup is a lot better. Like, as far as their waste, they don't poop near as much when they're on raw, and that's just because there's not as much waste. And on top of that, when you feed raw, the poop, it dries up, turns white, and just becomes dust. Like, it's crazy. It is way better. It is a lot more, or a lot less maintenance in more ways than one. Now, it is messy, as you can see here. You do want to feed it outside. And when you're dealing with a puppy as young as Tennessee, they make more of a mess than the older dogs do, because Well, it's because you can see here, she's just, you know, she's making a mess of it. So we do it outside, then we hose it down, clean them up real good. So I haven't had any issues. I've been doing it for years now. A lot of people say that you should be wary of salmonella, blah, blah, blah. But if you're clean and use common sense, it shouldn't be a problem. I haven't had any issues at all, like I said. So, yeah, so that's what we do. And I wanted to, you know, kind of include you guys. As you can hear, Tennessee's got no problem getting through that bone. There's Blondie over there chewing up the bone. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I busted my knee yesterday. That's why I didn't do a video. I fell down during a training. We had went out on a hike. I had a person who has a really aggressive dog, and so I took him out with my pack so that we could work on that in a constructive way that I would know that the dog would be safe. Here, Blondie. No, Midnight. And anyway, it was real muddy out there, and I went to Midnight, and Blondie had been horsing around, and so I went to go and toss Midnight in the water so she would get wet, and I fell because it had been raining and it was just real slippery, and I fell on my knee. Let me see if I can actually show you that. So, I don't know. Can you see that? Can you see my knee? Yeah, it's this. I keep blocking it with the Midnight. You've already had your 2 pieces. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do. I can't. No matter how I try to do it, if I try to show you, it just... There we go. I guess that's better. It actually feels a lot better today. Yesterday, I just stayed in bed and kept ice on it. I've had prior injury to my knees, quite a bit actually. It's like the one thing that I just keep messing with, unfortunately. It drives me nuts because I hate sitting around. I'm not a stationary person. It's very hard for me to sit still. Like even at my job, like, you know, to get in 8 hours, I have to take my lunch. Like I have to leave the office, go out, get out of there for a while to be able to even do 8 hours, because I'm just not built to stay stationary for very long. You know, I just want to be out in nature, moving around. Shh, quit. Tennessee. Let me get her real quick. Shh, Tennessee, no. Here. Shh. So anyway, go. Just gonna need a bath after that. Yeah, so my knee's all messed up, so whatever. It's fine, but it's just meaning I'm not getting out near as much as I want to. So, just is the way it is. Ah! Midnight, get out of it now. Get out of it now. They have not been behaving today. They know I'm not on my... They know I'm not at 100% right now. So they're... Ah! So they're pushing their way around a bit. Shh! Quit! So I'm having to be on my P's and Q's today. But I'll try to get some more content out for you guys. Sorry, it's just been tough. I've just been under the weather, and it's somewhat depressing because, like I said, I don't like being inside. I like being out with my dogs, so... and because it's a reoccurring injury, that's also equally depressing. It feels like every time I get to where my knees don't hurt anymore, I re-injure it. I was like literally thinking, I was like, man, like, do I just need to like go the rest of my life like wearing knee pads just because the odds are eventually I'm gonna need it, and when I do, I don't know, whatever. So I'll get over it. So, but yeah, but that's where I'm at right now. You know, that's what's going on with my life. So figured I would just let you know why I wasn't around yesterday and kind of what was going on. And, you know, I'll try to make up for it and get some good content, coming up. This was a video somebody requested. I had somebody ask me if I feed raw, and if I do, would I do a video on it? So here's my video on it. As you can see, she's getting in her space. No. And I will say, Blondie is really freaking taking her time on this thing. She's just, like, literally taking her time. Just sitting there eating the skin off of it. Being so dramatic. Hey, Tennessee, no. Back off. See, Tennessee wants it so bad. You see the little attitude she got right there jumping away from me? Woo! She's tough, man. Shh! What did I say? Yeah, there you go. See, she recognized it. She's like, all right, mama. Man, you gotta be tough with her, man. She requires absolute level 10 corrections all the time, man. Nothing less with her. I'm starting to learn not even to worry about going soft on her. Just automatically go in. Some dogs are like that. Some dogs are so intense that you have to go in with a hard correction every time. Because it's just not even worth messing with them. Because you know they're going to take it there anyway. So it's just not even worth it. You push them. You go to the 10 immediately. That way they know. All right. You know, I just have to do as I'm told. Look at her. Look at her taking her time. I mean, I don't really blame them on that. She's literally taking her sweet time with that. It's almost like she's trying to make them jealous. But you know what? Whatever. It's her piece of chicken. So she can do what she wants with it. I guess it's just a good lesson for them. Look at them. They want it so bad. Especially Tennessee. She wants it so bad. This is a good lesson for her, though, because she is not fixing to push her way in. Look at her. See, this is her trying to be, like, nonchalant. Like walking up. Shh, Tennessee. Shh. Yep, no. That didn't hurt her. It just scared her. Because she wasn't looking. Midnight. Yeah. Anyway. Well, if I keep filming this, it's going to take all dang day. Because Blondie is fixing to take all dang day eating that. Because she knows that she can. If I really wanted to be a jerk, I'd snatch it from her and give it to one of the other dogs that'll eat it faster. But I'm not going to do that to her. So. But she really is taking her time. I mean, you saw her eat the other one. She didn't take this long, so. That's dogs for you. And kids. A lot alike in that regard. Mess with each other. But, like I said, it's a good lesson for the other ones to learn patience. And to wait their turn. So, it is what it is. Right. Right, Midnight. You got your 2 pieces. She got her 2 pieces. We're all good. Tennessee! Ain't a pretty girl. Ain't a pretty girl. Yeah. He's a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl too. Yes, you are. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to end this. Take them inside and let Blondie finish up. I bet you she'll go faster. Come here. Let's go inside. Come on. Go, go, go. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Tennessee. Come. Come on, Tennessee. Yeah, she's like, not when she's eating. Not when she's eating. Oh, gosh, she's such a bad girl. She's such a bad girl. Bad girl. She's such a bad girl. Bad girl. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What'd I tell you? She's done now. Soon as I put some rush on it, she's done. Now she's done because she knows she needs to go inside. So if you thought for a second that she wasn't doing that on purpose, yes, she was. Come on, go. Let's go inside. Come on. Come. Or whatever. Can you bring them in and get that bag of chicken? Alrighty, y'all. Well, I'll talk at you later. That's all I'm going to do for today. I'm going to go put some ice on my knee.